In this video, we're going to talk about Selects, a new AI assistant video editor. Tell me about Selects.
Okay, so Selects is an AI assistant editor
Okay.
that would do what a human assistant would do. So basically, you just give it raw footage, and then it will give you a well-structured, organized project file so that you can dive into the storytelling part and skip the part that you hate the most. Editors hate the most, which is the prepping part.
Okay.
Yeah. And the sad reality is that like the editors, they just hate the prepping part, but it takes up about 80% of their whole time. And then they just get burned out. And then when they start the fun part, they just don't have to like enjoy it and then put more effort to make a better video. So that's why we wanted to fix that problem. And then that's what we select. So imagine like working with an assistant editor. If you can imagine working with a great assistant editor, you would give them raw footage, and then they will create a project, sync the files, go through the whole footage, remove unnecessary parts, and then split the video into like chunks based on topic, label them, identify the best audio, switch cameras, and then based on your direction, they will create a rough draft for you. And Selects does exactly the same thing, but there's one difference. That editor, it will take them to do about a week to give you the first project, but Selects will give you that in minutes. So that's the biggest difference.
Okay, so let's see.
Let me show you. Okay, so first of all, we have real footage of 4 cameras right now. And each file is about 80 gigs big. So
and these are 4 cameras, like a multi-camera?
Yes,
shoots the same thing.
And then we have some B-rolls too. So the full directory size is about 320 gigs big. Pretty big. And I'm connected to my phone hotspot right now. And when you just drag and drop all of your footage here, first of all, what it will do is it will organize the B-rolls and the A-rolls. It will sort them out.
Did it figure that out because of the folders, or does it
just does everything?
Like if I had all those files in just one folder, would that be fine? Would it figure it out?
It will try. And then you can also still manually adjust
the folders help?
Yeah, folders help, and the metadata, the length of the video, it also helps. And then you can ask it to sync. So right now we have 4 multicam, and then you can see that it's syncing right now, and it's synced. So sync based on the waveform and the metadata. And then if I hit looks good, then it will watch the whole footage like a human assistant editor. So right now it's watching the video visually and then listening to the audio and then trying to see like what kind of video it is about, like trying to see who's on the video, what kind of video it is, which part is unnecessary, which part is important. And then it's splitting the video into smaller chapters, labeling them, and then, so this part is the introduction part, and this part is something. And then it's also transcribing the video too. So it's just like writing down all the information of this video. So it's transforming this raw, messy footage into a structured output right now. And then it takes a few minutes for you to do it. And one of the biggest difference that we have from other like AI tools is that other AI tools, they require you to upload the whole footage to their server. And then, like I showed you, it's 320 gigs. Like,
I was going to ask,
how are you going to upload it?
It's not uploading all of this to
so it's definitely not uploading the raw footage.
Is it making a proxy or?
Something smaller than a proxy. So even creating a proxy, it takes like few hours, right?
Like pulling frames?
Some kind of like that. So it's we have our own compression algorithm. So it's just like pulls out the best moments. And then for this, we made it into about 100 megabytes big. And then publish it. And then on our server, there's AI running. And as you can see here,
so that's
we figured out that the category is a talk show.
What are the other category options?
Like podcast interview, reviews. And we work with other videos too, but these are the best ones. And it identified the speakers. I never typed any name,
based on the context of what was spoken.
So there's Aiden, Ducky, Michelle, and Kay.
Could you, if it didn't get it right, could you change that?
Of course, And then I'll suggest an edit. So for this, the original footage is about hour and 13 minutes long. So I think 30 minutes might be a sweet spot. And the pacing, medium, of course, I would love to cut unnecessary parts, and I would love to have like automated camera switching. And if I hit continue, it will create a prompt for me. So you can prompt to edit a video, like same as like working with a human assistant editor.
Yeah.
You would give them directions.
And so it gives you this kind of suggested starting point, but you could change it
of course.
modify the direction.
So for here, let's say I want to add B-rolls too. And I want B-rolls, and I hit continue. And you can see that it's creating a draft right now. And you can see the editing in real time. So right now it's trimming, removing the unnecessary parts. Unnecessary means like where you change the camera or, oh, let's do it again. Let's retake about it. So it detected all of those. So it's removing them. And you can just see the everything real time.
How is it? Because you gave it an hour of footage and you're like, give me a cut that's 30 minutes. How is it making the decision of like what to keep in and what to cut?
Yeah. So right now, I didn't really give it like any direction of my taste, right? So it will just like try to make a video that just makes sense. But if you give more context, it will just like be more tailored for you.
Like give me a 30-minute cut that just focuses on the AI discussion or the whatever we talked about from the show.
Or I want it to be funny kind of stuff. Or you can even paste a YouTube link so that it will follow the same editing. Oh, look. So it will follow the same editing style. And right now,
so you can give it a reference link
reference
of like,
video.
I already have my show, here's the reference.
Exactly.
Cut it like this.
Yeah.
That's very, that's interesting. Is that using your same like analysis process to analyze the edited video?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it just breaks down the whole video and then understands like the story arc, how the intro is like assembled, the full length and everything, and then it will try to apply the same edit for that too. Yeah. Oh, and looks like most of the things are already done, and right now it's switching multicams.
Okay. Can it do anything with layouts? Like if it was like a remote, or I know if it was like you were doing a remote interview or something, and you have like a split screen.
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then it's editing B-rolls, almost done.
And that's just based on the context of what was said and what the B-roll is, like how it determines what B-roll
exactly.
to add.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So before we watch the video here, it detected like which camera Aiden is on. So Aiden is the guy with the blue shirt.
So we have our speakers.
The ducky, he's on 1, 3, and 4. And then it also detected the best audio for them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because we had a lot of audio channels, but...
Was this like audio, each camera had like someone's different audio?
Yeah, and then it just listened to every audio and then, okay, Kay's voice sound very clear with this track. I'm gonna go with that. And then of course you can change it later. And let's watch the draft.
Welcome to another episode of What to Edit. My name is Ducky.
My name is Kay, and today we have a special
Camera switching.
guest.
Hey guys, I'm Aiden. I'm a visual artist based in London, and I was a editor also.
Ooh.
Feels.
And as you can see
the
here,
cuts feel pretty natural.
he didn't talk,
Yeah, like
but
so.
we switched it.
like a
because-
reaction.
Yes, because he's smiling.
That's a good
Yeah.
key because like with a lot of the auto editing that just work off
there's-
of the waveform,
Yes.
they don't get reaction shots.
Exactly.
Like they don't understand reaction
Exactly.
shots.
But Select watches the video.
So it has
can
this
do
visual
that.
understanding, so
Yes.
it'll know like a laughing or some cuts of someone laughing.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can see that it automatically added B-rolls. So he's saying that, oh, I worked with this channel here.
and that's-
yeah,
okay.
and then the channel comes up. And on later part, they're talking about speakers, and then it shows speakers too. So the B-rolls are automatically added. And then you mentioned that like having a different version, right? Giving directions. And you probably had experience where you see so much potential with this raw footage, but since you just have like a tight deadline, you can't like try out different storylines. You just have to go with one that just comes up to your mind, right? So here with Selects, you don't have to compromise. You can do this. I want a 30-minute version that's like a really funny version. So I want to focus on jokes that's like the funny ones. And then continue. And then you can also do this.
So you're making, okay, so I see on the top here you have the draft. So you're like, it already processed the footage, so you're like, hey, it could be different cuts. Or
Exactly.
You already processed the stuff. a different edit of it. Okay.
Yeah, so for now, like, hey, I wasn't on the shoot, so I don't know what's going on this video. Give me 10-minute highlight reel so that I can understand what the good points are in this video before I start the editing. And you can also do that. But with a human editor, it's impossible, right? Like if you ask them something, you'll get a response like 2 days later. But with Alex, you can just get it like in a few minutes, and then like find me a good part for short form. I want to go viral with 1 million views. Yeah, this is not guaranteed, but it will do its best. Yeah, so this is how like our power users use. They just create a lot of drafts and then review them, and then they find the best part, and then they stick to that, and then just like iterate based on that.
What other control do you have in here? If you were reviewing the edit, but you're like, I wanted to like shift an angle or shift an edit, can you do that in the software, like modify like if you wanted to tweet, like you kind of like, I overall like this, but I need to change the shot or this angle.
So first of all, you can do it manually too. So because like all of the features here, we just support like everything so manually. And then you can extend it. And then see the captions here too. So we have very like
you can do
NLE like freedom to edit the videos. Like so you can just drag the clips here, and then you can just drag the transcript here. And we support all of the same shortcuts as Final Cut, Premiere, and Resolve. So you can change the keyboard shortcuts, and you can just edit the videos with the familiar shortcuts that you have. And then editing based on this draft, we don't support it yet, but it's gonna come very soon. So you can just iterate by chatting with it. Iterate the edit by chatting with it. And this is a really good one. So this is me doing an update video, and I'm not really good on camera. So the final video should have been about 2 minutes, 30 seconds. But the original footage, it was 40 minutes. So yeah, I was really bad on camera, but what it did was like here.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another update number 6. Our goal at Select is simple: to make your life as a video editor easier. Let's talk about
very smooth.
Very smooth, right? So all I did was dump in raw footage and then give it a script. And it's very smooth. And here's the like amazing part. Look, when you click this, it will show you all of the retakes.
So this is more of a like scripted example, or like a talking head kind of thing? Okay.
But it will also group all the retakes, even if it's not a scripted video. So if it's a podcast, but if they are not a good speaker, they will just like repeat themselves.
Like, oh, hey, let me
it will just like group them into one. And the amazing thing is that it adds comments saying that, hey, I think take 8 is the best one. Flawless delivery that perfectly captures the entire reference line. And this one stutters. Good speech flow, though it misses the first half.
All right, so it's offering you feedback.
But so you still have control. So you can just change to different clip and then see the vibe. And then, you're right. I'll stick with this. You can do this. And also one more thing is, since it watches the whole video, you can ask it to find specific scenes. So here we have a video of Disneyland. There are many Disney characters here. And I'm gonna search for my favorite character, Donald Duck. And if I search for scene, here, we have Donald Duck here. And then let's search for, there's a Penny Arcade in the behind. There was one behind. And if we go here, you can just find Penny Arcade. It's just exactly what an assistant editor would have done for you, right? You would ask them to, hey, grab all the parts where Donald Duck is on the camera, and then like they'll grab the frames for you, but you don't have to wait hours. You can just do it right here. And so with this, all of your pain of prepping is just done. And now you can move on to the fun part.
I was going to be asking where can we go from here?
Of course. And if you go to Premiere, you can create a project file. and it will just create a project file for you. And just open project file. This is what you'll get.
So the whole edit.
Beautifully color coded. And then
Is it color? Is that base? What's the color
chapters.
code? Oh, okay.
The chapters. And then we have labels here. It says video editing background, career, change to artist.
Okay.
Yeah. And then introductions,
Did
ranking
this
monitors.
come in as a multicam clip, or is it with the angle? Okay.
It's a multicam clip. And if you want, you can stack them too. So we have options for them. So if you want native multicam clip,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Or
you
if you
can
just
do
wanted
this.
every angle as a track.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have we give you complete control of that. And then we have captions there. So this is exactly what a great senior assistant editor would have given you, right? After a week.
Does it give you that kind of analysis on the B-roll, on the clips?
Oh, right now, no, but
Okay.
it just automatically adds the B-rolls here inside here. So you would just add B-rolls here and then hand off to Premiere.
Oh, so you can still kind of come back here, add some more footage, analyze it, and then send that to Premiere.
Yeah, you can do that.
Or
Or you can just
Resolve or
search.
wherever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can just search here. So you can still turn this on and then edit in Premiere and then come back here. Hey, I want this scene. I think there was some funny scene about this.
Yeah.
And then it will grab it. And then you can go to Premiere and then add that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Clearly, I mean, I can see a lot of really good use cases for kind of podcast or talking head videos. If you had something a bit more involved, like with multiple interviews, because I saw it had the interview processing, but is it like processing one interview at a time, or can you can it edit, like if you had a couple of interviews, like edit it together into a story? How does, if the project's more complex, how does that work?
So right now we support up to 10 hours of raw footage in one project.
Okay.
But there are some customers who will just put in 2 terabytes or 3 terabytes of footage. And then they have about 3,000 video files.
As a bunch of projects?
Yes, no. And so in reality shows. So they had a 3-day reality show shoot.
Yeah.
And then they have 3,000 files. So what they used is, are you familiar with Claude? Using Claude?
Yeah.
So we have Claude integration supported.
Okay, that was...
Let me show you.
Let's go.
It's not open to the public yet,
Okay.
but I was surprised that
So
so
is
many
it-
people are familiar with AI. Yeah.
Is it like an MCP connection?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay. So I didn't know. I thought it was only for engineers, but
No, man,
now everyone knows.
No, vibe coding's a thing, and now it's like, let's just build out solutions to things
Exactly.
that were problems before, but couldn't figure out how to solve.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
was wrong. Yeah.
you have Claude Code integration.
Yeah. So
What can you?
yeah. So
And I get this is very beta, right?
Yeah. So the internet is slow. I'll just explain. So for that production company who had 3,000 files.
Yeah.
So what they did was they just connected their NAS to Claude and Select.
Yeah.
And then they told Claude, hey, go over all of the files in NAS and then structure it. And then it will just structure all the files and then saying that this folder includes
in their actual storage.
yeah,
So
actual storage. Yeah. So Cloud Code is doing the human thing.
Yeah.
And then Select is doing the analyzing and the editing thing.
So then it would send a small enough group of clips to Select under the 10-hour limit, and so just process it in a bunch of Select's projects.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So since Claude can detect, okay, so I think your first day shoot and the interview parts are all in this file, and it's 30 hours long. So I would recommend you to split it into different projects inside Select and then analyze it. And then if I say, okay, do it, then it will just connect with Select and then create different project files. And then once it's done, I'll ask Claude hey, so I want to make the first day intro. I think this team A, B, D, F, they were the most interesting teams. So try to make an interesting interview out of them. And then it will go to Select, grab the parts, and then ask Select to, hey, create the video.
So it's making a project on the fly based on what you need at the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're talking to Claude, it's going to the NAS and pulling the footage, processing it in Selects.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, that's interesting workflow. Okay.
So what Selects, what Claude can't do is it can't edit the video. It can't analyze the video, right?
No.
But Selects
You'd have
can
to connect
do
to
it.
other models and it gets very messy.
So
Yes.
Selects can analyze the video really well.
Yeah.
And then it can create a video in a very natural result.
Can you get some of the data back out of Selects so that Claude has like, basically, can you put all the Selects data into like a vector database? And so Claude can know
That's what MCP does.
holistically-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So once it's analyzed in Selects, Claude can access the data there.
Okay.
So like even if we have like 100 projects in Selects,
Yeah.
Claude can just tap through all of them,
Figure out where
and then
the
figure
thing
out,
is.
okay, I'm gonna use this part from this project, this part from this project, and then combine them into one project. So
And then can it just build out the XML for Premiere itself?
project file, not itself, but it will use Selects to create a project file, so you can preview the video here.
So you'll end up in something in Selects
Yes.
to double check its work.
Yeah.
And then you push it to
Exactly.
your
Yeah.
project.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. That's good. All right.
I'm so interested, like fascinated that so many people are like really like tech savvy.
Has that been have you had more of a response to Claude and people asking about MCP than you thought?
Yeah. So
Interesting.
like
Okay.
we were only using it for internal purpose only,
Yeah.
and some customers who work like heavily on AI.
Yeah.
But after like spending like few days here,
Yeah.
I'm like, we should change our strategy.
I think agentic AI is very buzzy.
Yes.
But I think people are trying to figure out how that can come into play, and everyone's experimenting. Very cool. Okay, outside of the agentic world, just using Selects.
Okay.
What's the kind of pricing and usage, and how does that work?
Okay, so for pricing, we try to support different people. We have like individual creators to enterprise customers right now. So for a starter, who doesn't use multicam, who only use single cam, like creators, starters, we give them 10 hours of raw video analysis, and then it's $20 per month.
Is that 10 hours like across your whole usage for the month?
Yes.
Okay.
And then for creator, we support like 3 multicam tracks, and then like 20 hours of raw footage, and then $50. And for pro, we support up to like 10 camera tracks and 80 hours of raw footage.
Okay.
And for enterprise customers, they need like way higher security like things, compliance and everything. So for them, we just give them unlimited seats, unlimited, we just pay as you go model.
So like there's a cost per hour processing or whatever.
Yes,
it's just
exactly.
Like
Cost per like hour of analyzed footage.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And the price is like a little bit different based on like their requirements of the security and compliance and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
Okay,
Really
thank
appreciate
you.
it. Yeah, join us. Thank you.